Winter is coming. There's been a spike in homelessness. We wanted to make sure that everybody has a roof and a warm place to be.
The first snow of the season was seen in Montreal this week, and temperatures are dropping. For the city's homeless community, this means finding shelter becomes much more important. On Friday, the Quebec government announced an additional $9.7 million dedicated to the Montreal area to help add 188 homeless shelter beds, as well as more financial support for community organizations to be open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
When we talk about beds, we obviously talk about services. And the service that is given in the shelters is what we call a reaffiliation, where they actually get home, not only bed but food, but also that's where we start to take care of their paperwork and do all the work that all these organizations have to do in a fantastic fashion.
The additional funds are being directed to the CIUS du Centre-Sud de l'Île de Montréal. They will partner with local organizations to add the additional homeless shelter beds and to keep shelters open around the clock. Currently, there are about 1,600 homeless shelter beds in the city, and according to a recent Quebec government count of the homeless community in October 2022, there are about 4,700 visibly homeless people in Montreal.
If you look at the numbers, you'll see that about 800 are actually sleeping outdoors, like in the streets. 1,011 were sleeping in shelters. So if you combine the numbers, you're around 1,900.
Friday's funding announcement for homeless shelters is seen by some as a temporary solution for homelessness in Montreal.
The bottom line is housing, housing, housing. Because a lot of people are expecting, we should make sure as a society that everybody has a roof on top of their head.
There's people on the streets, people in various states of precariousness, people who are struggling with multiple comorbidities, and we need to find the right kind of housing for them. And right now, some of those answers are simply non-existent, and they're going to need to be invented.
The street count said 4,690 people are homeless every evening. That's every evening. So the minimum number of housing units that we need, additional apartments we need, is 5,000. So the investments are in the hundreds, but the need is in the thousands. So we're calling on government to make massive investments in housing for this population.
In Montreal, Gareth Madoc-Jones, City News.